Why is it so hard to break up with a narcissist? Once you understand the why, it then becomes easier to actually break up with them. And hopefully you haven't experienced this and you won't be able to relate. If you have gone through this experience, please share your experience, share your thoughts for the betterment of the community, for those who are watching and trying to learn. If you're currently going through it, this will help you, give you some insight and some tools on what to expect, help you navigate the pain, the suffering, because it will be excruciating. And if you're contemplating breaking up with a narcissist, this is definitely a video for you. So let's begin where the journey of becoming prey to the narcissist. Most narcissists are usually very charming. They have influence. They are in positions of power, and they charm you. They reel you in. They make you feel like you are the best thing that's ever happened to them. They make you feel like they are the best thing that's ever happened to you. There is such a profound connection. You are soulmates. It's perfect. They love bomb. Give you all the things that you need. They've been studying you, analyzing your psychology, determining your pain points, your fragilities, the things that you want. And then they make these promises. It's all carefully crafted, knowing exactly your vulnerabilities, how to manipulate your mind and your heart. And because for the most part, you're probably a decent, good human being, you're not aware that you're being manipulated. It's not front of mind. So they manipulate you, they deceive you, they lie to you. And in the beginning, it's fantastic. It feels amazing. And once they understand, once they realize that they have been able to put their claws into your soul, forget the heart, they go deeper. They go into your soul. Once they've got their evil, demonic claws into your soul, that's when they begin to devour you. You think that they love you. You think that they are in love with you. They never were. You're going to look back and you're going to probably validate, yes, but they did it. No, they were never in love with you. They might have liked what they could get from you. They might have loved how you made them feel. They loved the narcissist supply that you provided for them. That's what they love. It's all about them. You're just a conduit for them to get what they need. They never loved you. So that's the first thing you got to understand. They never loved you. Meanwhile, start asking yourself, and this was a big moment for me to help me start to understand and set myself free, become empowered. I had to understand and realize I'm actually not in love with this person. How can you be in love with such an ugly, tormented person? You can't. It's not love. It's addiction. Your body has been overwhelmed with cortisol, and in a strange, masochistic way, you now crave that cortisol. You now crave and have become accustomed to the dysfunction. Why? Because they play with your soul and they give you so much. You always are chasing that high. Oh, I want to feel that again. It was so perfect. They withdraw. It's not yet the discard, but they withdraw. They breadcrumb you. They give you just enough to keep you entertained, to keep you hooked. Meanwhile, you're chasing that high. All those promises they made you want that feeling again, so you stick around. You compromise your values even more. You try to please them. You try to accommodate their needs. You submit to them. You're losing yourself. You become fully absorbed in who they are. You've lost you. And at one point, you come to the realization that this is horrible. This is not healthy for me. I'm miserable. I'm broken. And then you start to try and break free. You start to find the courage and strength. Maybe you start to stand up to them. You start calling them out on their lies and their deceit. And then they just manipulate you even more. They punish you. Make you feel even worse when you thought you couldn't feel any worse. They belittle you. They undermine you. They make you feel like you are nothing. Because to them, you actually are nothing. And so once again, you're craving that feel good that used to be. If only it could be that way again. And then they breadcrumb you and they promise, they dangle these little carrots to make you think they're going to go back to where they were. They might throw in a fake apology. Oh, let's go and do therapy. Let's do couples therapy. I really want this to work. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm going to change. And what they might do is they'll change certain behaviors for a couple of days, a couple of hours, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, maybe months, just to reel you back in. And your guard goes down and it starts all over again. And this repeated cycle is the addiction. And they just will keep perpetuating this behavior. And then now you reach the point where you find the strength to leave if they haven't discarded you. So there are two forms of excruciating pain. They either discard you, leave you like you are nobody, you're like you're a piece of nothing, and immediately they are with other people, as if you didn't exist, as if you are insignificant, and that really breaks your soul because you were in love with them. In love, you were addicted, but you were in love with them. You thought they were in love with you, yet they are off gallivanting around with other partners just like that. And that hurts because there you are, mourning, grieving, not yet able to be with other people, and they will make sure that you see how happy they are. Social media is an excellent tool for the narcissist to remind you, look how amazing I am. Everybody wants me. Nobody wants you. And it just keeps breaking your soul. So you've broken up with them. And you're grieving and you're in isolation and you can't eat and all your friends have turned against you because, of course, they've now put out a smear campaign. So now you feel even less. And the world just gets darker and smaller and you feel worse about yourself. It is soul crushing. This is not a heartbreak. This is a soul break. And so you get over that part, and just as you start to find the strength, you just start to get over them. Maybe you're going to go out on another date. You're just starting to feel a sense of, oh, I'm finding myself again. And then guess what? Out of nowhere, miraculous timing, they show up again. Oh, I missed you so much. I realized that I made some mistakes. I've changed in those months that I was being stupid and ignorant and naive, not understanding how great our relationship were, how important you meant to me. I've changed. I miss you. It's called hoovering. They suck you back in. And the cycle begins again. They reel you back in. They manipulate you. They breadcrumb you. And then, they love bomb you. And then begins the breadcrumbing again and the addiction cycle. And that's why it's so hard to walk away, break up with a narcissist, because they are always 10 steps ahead in terms of manipulation, in terms of breaking your soul. So you're grieving your heart. You're grieving the loss of yourself. You're grieving the loss of them. And you have to embrace and understand they never loved you. And it wasn't even them. That character you fell in love with, wasn't even them. It's all a facade. All they are doing is hiding the demon within with charm and charisma, maybe financial influence, power over you. And that's why it is so hard. If you are in the process of trying to break up with a narcissist, this is the deepest you will ever have to dig into your soul, ever in your life. Do it. They will not change. They never loved you. It's an addiction that you have to break. And the common form of breaking up with a narcissist is to go no contact. There are two options. You can go cold turkey, no contact. 1 minute, your lover's amazing. The next minute, you don't talk to them. You block them on every aspect that you can, depending on the nature of the relationship. If it's a husband, wife with kids, it gets more complicated. But you've got to get to that point of no contact. My strategy was, I told myself, okay, I'm going to wean off this person. And then they would hoover me back in, and then I'd get addicted. Then I'd wean myself off, and I'd get a bit further away until it came to the point where, okay, now we're no contact. So aim to go no contact. come up with a strategy, get all the support you possibly can. Hopefully you are not alone in this journey. That just makes it harder, but if you are alone, it can be done. I did it alone. It can be done. But please continue digging deep on your journey to escape the narcissist. It is an addiction. They are demons. They will never change. They never loved you. And you didn't love them. You were addicted. My name is Vital Germain. I'm author of the book Pink is the Color of Empathy, Becoming a High-Value Person in a Disconnected World. My narc experience, my survival, was the inspiration behind this book. I went to the darkest of places and crawled my way out of a dark hole, and my mission has been to empower other people who are suffering from narcissist abuse to recover, to find themselves again. This book has a lot of insights. If you like, you can join me on Instagram at the Sigma Empath. Get more content. I offer webinars and coaching. Go to my website, vitalgermain.com, for all webinar and event updates. Thank you for joining me. Good luck in your journey. Stay empowered, stay focused, find your freedom, find you again.